Schrupp, physical therapist.
Brad Heineck, physical therapist.
And together we are the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
In our opinion, of
In
course.
our opinion. Brad, this is the first time I get to see what it looked like when you lose all your hair.
Yeah,
And,
wow.
and you also have an inflamed head. It's
Yeah,
all,
yeah. Well, you know, I just this is the final episode of the shoulder injury saga that we've been going on for. I think this is the 6th one. So if you look at the last video, you see we went through the event. I did the swim, and this is how I look when I get out of the swim. And when you get out of the swim, the first thing you do is take all this stuff off, and then try to get the wetsuit off by yourself. There you go, and then jump on your bike and take off.
And run it.
Yeah, so
how'd the shoulder hold up?
you know, I jumped in the water, it felt good. It was cold water, by the way, really cold. So the warm up for about 5 minutes in the water, it felt pretty good. And then, you know, you're racing, I'm competitive. I'm thinking, I'm gonna take my time, but once I got in there,
You're off and running.
well, I was working on form, because you can swim faster if you work on your form versus just swimming really hard, in my case.
I think that's a good point, though. You really probably don't want to compete until your shoulder is doing well, because you are going to succumb to the
but
pressures.
I was probably 80% when I jumped in the water, and I'm the kind of guy that's going to do it anyways. And I don't recommend it, but that's
80% of completion? Yeah.
80% of shoulder recovery, I would
Okay.
say. Jumped in the water the first 100 yards, and I could feel a little bit, not a big deal, I could feel it, so I was taking it easy. Then I started feeling good. Oh, it's back to normal. So I'm swimming away, and I got
adrenaline going.
Yeah, it's about a 440-yard swim, and the last 150, maybe the last 50 yards, it started to hurt a little bit. Oh, geez, you know, but I'm almost done. I can see, you know, the shore. I'm getting ready to get up and get on the bike. So what's the world? You know, what's the big deal? At that point, we're in the middle of a race. This is battle.
How was it the next day?
The next day, it wasn't too bad, but it wasn't real good. I would say it dropped me down from 80% to maybe 70%. Not real bad. I knew it wasn't a big flare-up, so I took it easy. I didn't swim for a week. I got back in the water. I could swim. I put about 700-800 yards on easy. And then actually last night I just got in the water, and I would say right now it is 100% healed. It did recover.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, let's do the test. Remember that?
All right.
Go ahead.
Oh.
Push, push, push.
So I'm pushing it out this way.
Yeah. Go that way.
No problem.
No problem.
Well, this is a little strange to me, because that race wasn't that long ago, so you really recovered rapidly from that race.
I could tell. I could tell it was not a major. It just irritated it, but I was nice to it
Do you
later
think
on.
if you had a race tomorrow that it would be 100%?
Well, I swam last night, and it's pretty close. I could go pretty hard too if I warmed up well. You know, you really got to learn your body with this kind of situation.
So the lessons we learned here is one that, yeah, you probably don't want to compete until you are 100% well. And the second thing you want to learn is that physical therapists don't listen to the good advice that they give.
We're bad patients.
Yeah, we're bad patients. But we do the best we can.
But you know, this is one thing. If you look at the video of a triathlon, which I've been doing for 13 years now, it is for all ages. And if you're 40 and over and you want to do something active, a triathlon.
That's high level.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to, but I think it's a great challenge, and it
You don't even have to be high level, Bob, but you do have to know how to swim, because you got to get to the swim alive. You can jump on the bike.
Brad, I would consider this high level. To swim, run, and bike, it is high level.
Well, yeah, but I've seen people that are clearly overweight, obese category, and finish these.
Really? Okay.
As a matter of fact, the first race I did at this very same tri, it took me 2 hours and 5 minutes, and a 72-year-old lady beat me. As a matter of fact, she kept going there 4 years later, and I did finally beat her. And she wasn't going, I mean, I was really slow the first year, because I just never did it before, I didn't train well. But she kept doing, I don't know how old she is when she quit doing it.
She was on the beach, was she kicking sand in your face?
Oh.
She was. I hope she was. So anyway, as Brad was alluding to, if you are 40, 50 and over, you're going to want to subscribe to us, because we provide you videos on how to stay healthy and fit and pain-free well into those ages. And even if your parents are those age, that's you want to.
And if you want to do some of these activities, next thing we're going to do is a bike race. I'm doing a bike race in a few weeks with my wife, and we'll show you a little bit how to get ready for that. Adios.